What if I told you the name New Mexico was never meant to describe anything remotely close to the modern country of Mexico? It sounds impossible, right? But the story of this name goes back centuries, to a time when Mexico didn't mean what it does today, and when Spanish explorers were still chasing the ghosts of lost empires. Let's unravel the fascinating origin of the name New Mexico. It all starts in the early 1500s, just after the fall of the Aztec Empire. Spanish conquistadors had taken control of central Mexico, but they believed greater riches lay to the north, stories of golden cities, powerful native civilizations, and vast unexplored lands. Around 1535, a Spanish explorer named Francisco de Aloa traveled northward along the Gulf of California. Not long after, others followed, and they began referring to the mysterious northern lands as Nuevo Mexico or New Mexico long before they had any real understanding of what was up there. But here's the key. Mexico at that time didn't mean the country. It referred to the Aztec heartland around what is now Mexico City, the seat of power of the Mexica people. So when explorers imagined grand empires in the north, they called them New Mexico because they hoped to find another Aztec-style civilization. It was all speculation, a fantasy inspired by the myth of the 7 cities of gold and tales from early expeditions. Yet the name stuck. By the late 1500s, the Spanish were organizing serious expeditions into the northern frontier. In 1598, Juan de Oñate led a group northward from present-day Mexico into the Rio Grande Valley. He established a colonial settlement near present-day Española, New Mexico, and formally called the region La Nueva Mexico. In 1609, it became an official Spanish province. But this New Mexico was never a new version of the Aztec Empire. Instead, it was home to diverse Puebloan cultures with advanced architecture, religion, and agriculture. But no centralized empire. The Spanish didn't find gold, but they stayed, driven by missionary zeal and the dream of expanding their empire. Even after Mexican independence from Spain in 1821, the territory remained Nuevo Mexico. And when the U.S. took control after the Mexican-American War in 1848, the name still didn't change. In 1912, New Mexico became the 47th U.S. state, and despite centuries of change, the name endured. So next time you hear New Mexico, remember, it's not new in any modern sense, and it's not a piece of Mexico either. It's a relic of 16th century hopes, myths, and misunderstandings, a name born from conquest, legend, and the lure of the unknown. And that's what makes it unforgettable. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you enjoyed, and let us know in the comments what to cover next.